too, Mike. This is what goes over time, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bench. I'm gonna get the bench but let you know how I was originally gonna get the guitar. And it's just the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna plug on the banjo while we talk. You talk about the show title, we're not feeling great. I never feel great. I lie to people because I don't want them to feel bad. But you know, sometimes I get overwhelmed with having to make it seem like everything's okay. And I just have to be like, it sucks, and that's the way it is. You just, shouldn't be made aware of it. That's my 2-note song. You want to hear it again? Skip the verse the second time. I'm so saddened by reality, dude. I wish y'all understood it. I mean, you understand it, but you manage to get over it every day. I can't do it. And we'll just shift it. Let's see what. There, now it works. Yeah, it needs repair. Everything always needs repairs, adjustments, fixes, alignments. Yeah. Can't do nothing to this one to tune it up. I don't think. Not that I know of. So I'll just play it, which is nice. I'm gonna start playing my morose music. My E's, A minors. Shut up, It's a formula, and you can make the complicated formula or you can use the basic formula, but it's still a formula the way you develop it. Maybe see if it's going to sound like anything. Even if you don't need to, you can break into one. disgrace. But I challenge myself sometimes. It'll tell you it ain't true. I sure as hell wouldn't want to have to see you. I'm gonna fly through the sun. Now, I know my show doesn't have the best record quality, doesn't have the best video. In fact, I like my green sepia, whatever I've got going on for Digital La La Land. I got the burning lamp in the background to give me a white spot of nothing to hover around. But really, it's my halo when I zoom in and go across. Whoa, look at him. He's in the light, you know. Yeah. I don't know anymore, you know. I get confused. Because, you know, even if I don't know whether I want to play like happy chords or sad chords, medium-ish chords, a combination of the chords, something I know, something that's a cover, right? I just never know which way to go. Tell y'all, never play an instrument, never do art, never get involved in it. It's a waste of motherfucking time if you're not gonna be the best one. Yeah, if you're gonna be the best, go ahead. I encourage you to do it. But just remember, you gotta be damn well the best, I guess. Otherwise, nobody gives a shit that you know anything about it at all. So, that's probably true of everything. Everybody always wants to, you know, be the best and know the person who is the best. Nobody can deal with the campfire songs. Everybody has to have it their way. So you're like, why don't we do this? Watch this. We're going to go really wild. We're going to see how bad we can make it, I guess. The cable off way the hell down here. I say that right before I'm playing it because it's Amazing Grace that we're going to work on. In this funky key of whatever is way down here. I can't count. And I don't know it. That's why I'm not good enough. Because I don't commit things to memory. It's a waste of time. It's there. Boom. Boom. Put it in your head. See, how does it go? See, I played through, but I made a mistake. I made a whole chord mistake. It's a full count. I just made it up and got through it. I'm sure you noticed it, but you didn't say anything, or you would, or you didn't. And sometimes people do, and it's aggravating because, fuck, I played through, okay? I didn't stop the song. I didn't say interrupt me. inspiring me. It's giving me the boredom. The sun's coming off. I love you guys. I'm not going to kill the show yet, though. I'm just saying that out of the blue. Feeling bad is a bad way to feel. This is where we catalog things into that bipolar thing. I don't know if other people have it as bad as I do when they get depressed. I'm utterly like shit-faced depressed. Nothing in the fucking world could possibly cheer me up. Nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Except a good death and a place to go when I'm dead. Which, since that's unknown, right, the afterlife was a complete abandon of knowledge that we can really catalog and be certain of. So, with it completely out there, and even if it was like there's a heaven, I'm probably condemned and banned and shit-faced to hell for not going to confession and saying my sins away. So, that being said, I don't like the idea of it. But, like I said, the good death and the promise of the good certainly would be better than all this shit. I don't know what to do about it anymore, boss. Is and S's and X. And I don't know what to do about any of it anymore. So I used to wanna like think that I could paint a picture or play guitar or write a song and create a change for one person, or make somebody's day because they heard something that they hadn't thought of. It's their own damn job to think of what they need to think of. It's not my job to think of things for you and then tell you. For one, just to prove a point, that's the way I feel about it easier, other than saying, well, yeah, they don't need me, is the other way of looking at it. So I try to make it flipped so I don't feel bad, but it just basically means we don't need each other to do our thinking and help us with our organization or anything. We're built to be pretty solo, apparently, because ain't nobody in my life. I challenge you to think that there is. It's pretty vacant. I mean, I got people that I come across every day. I talk to a lot of people, but that's because I call them, not because they call me. Quite honestly, I don't think there's anywhere that, oh, Jack in the Box is still open and they serve cheeseburgers. Slow down, slow down. I'm kidding. It is that bad though. I'm trying to get off of red meat. I'm trying not to smoke any cigarettes. I'm trying to curb the amount of coffee I drink to a couple pots a day instead of 30 pots a day. It's not 30, it's like 10 or 15 though. And that's literal. You know, 8 cups to a pot. I drink that. I don't think you're supposed to do that so much. So, what we're gonna, and I need to work out some more and lose weight, but also build some muscles back. I'm getting a little weak. I need to do some bench presses. You can do them right here like this, you know. People always like think they need to go get a machine and stuff, and it's like, you see those muscles right there? Can you see them flexing a little bit? That's because I'm flexing them. So if I flex them and they go, that's lifting a weight. It's called isometrics, I think. I could be wrong. But either way, it's better. Because then you're doing as much as you really, you know, your muscle can do. Maybe. I think you might be a little under, is what I'm thinking. Because you can't psychologically put yourself into as much stress as stress can. Sorry, I had to walk out because I had a hiccup. I wanted to get some water, but the hiccups went away. But I'm trying to work out trying to do beneficial things for my well-being. I'm trying to eat healthier. My doctor says half vegetables, half whatever else you want to eat, but make sure half of what you eat is vegetables. So I'm trying to obey her and go with that. You know, I don't know if it's going to be true. That's the way it works. Yeah, I don't know if that's the way it works. You know, if I obey the 50-50 rule, I'll get thin. Or if I work out, or if I quit smoking. Just, I'm getting nothing out of life anymore. You know, getting very little. I need to get back on track with it. You know, misery, dude, total misery. Jesus, what was I eating? I had some ideas for some food out in my kitchen, and it didn't seem that bad. But then I started eating coleslaw, and I forgot, oh, we're gonna go crank at the oven. Be back. And don't let me forget that the oven is on. Did you hear me soundly? Do not let me forget that the oven is on. Although it's going to take it forever to preheat to 450 degrees. Yesterday it took like an hour, it seemed. And I got a blister on my foot. I stepped down on black asphalt. And it burned my foot, yo. Burned it. Like when, just the second my foot hit the asphalt, it got like, I guess, first degree burn. Whatever the first, I mean, it didn't really burn the tissue, right? It just blistered the whole surface of the bottom of my foot, and that's not easy to walk on a bunch of pus. A bunch of liquidy sacks. They won't pop. They won't pop. I tried to stick a needle in one, I got it real deep in there, and it still didn't blow out. So I don't know what's up. I just know they hurt. I'm gonna get some lotion. See what we got. Ah. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we can waste this shit. Yeah. Okay. This'll help. Diabetic foot cream. I bought weird shit at the dollar store. I went and bought weird shit at the dollar store because it's like $1. It's really $1.25, but that's because it's a $1.25 store now. Oh, Jesus. Yes, you too, Jesus. You're involved in this because I felt like you were involved. I went over the... Oh man, I gotta sit down. I got a slimy foot now. Yeah, I didn't anticipate the slimy foot. We'll put it on the blade on the side because I got bit. We didn't talk about it. I got bit by something. Oh shit. Oh my god. And it's bad. And I burned my foot. Wonder how long it takes it to dry. Does it say? Quit being wet on my foot so I can walk on it. Fuck me. God. Foot. was in the, sorry, while I was in the bathroom, right, washing my hands, diabetic foot cream, I thought to myself, why does people don't get me? People do. They just don't take the time to get me. But once they do, then they're like, oh, I get you. They'll get me originally. They have trouble with that. My foot really is tired of hurting. It really is. Like I said, I went out of here limping. You heard me go, because like when I rubbed it with cream, it felt so good. I mean, it felt better than like, that's what's sick, dude. Really, I noticed that with this bite too, on the 2 bite marks, mostly on the foot though, I mean, quite literally. Kind of on the bite marks too. So it must be a pain thing. It's like if I barely touch it to where it doesn't, it just feels better than usual. Some endorphin is like being released when I'm touching it, and I'm going, and it's like,